Well, hello, Wildcats. This is Colorado Davis. I'm so excited you're writing about the specimen I left in the library many years ago. And to explain its origin, I'm traveling to South Carolina to two different locations. The backpack is just for size reference. But this specimen that you see in front, I collected at the same location, and I will be at that location tomorrow. That is Diamond Hill near Antroville, South Carolina. Today, I'm at 40 Acre Rock Heritage Preserve in northeast Lancaster County, near Kershaw County, to explain the origin. This area here is 200 million years ago. Formation was 200 million years ago. The crystal from Diamond Hill that you're writing about and the one you see in the video that I'll visit tomorrow started this formation 400 million years ago. So it's so cool to be writing about geology. If I had done that at your age in 8th grade, I would have been a geologist or a volcanologist. But I'm so excited and hope you enjoy this narration. Well, welcome to 40 Acre Rock Heritage Preserve. It's only about an hour from Rock Hill. There are no facilities. But this is a pluton, which is a granite intrusive igneous rock formation. And this was a magma flow deep inside the earth, not a volcano, that over time, millennia, has been pushed to the surface. This pluton formed about 200 million years ago, so just after Pangaea's split. And over time, you see the exposure, it's only about 14 acres in reality. But it's a place to visit, and please be cautious of the different little mini environments here. Some plants only grow in this area, only because of the granite exposure. But I had to use this area because this formation was 200 million years ago, and it shows what would have happened 200 million years prior for the crystal formation at Diamond Hill. Now, the term pluton is a common term. It depends on the mineral grain and such. That determines the type of rock. This is probably gabbro. I don't know if it's actually, it may be just granite, but you can see the individual minerals, which is 2 or more minerals make up a rock. These are probably feldspars in here. And you have quartz and you have microcrystals. And by the process of weathering and erosion, it creates the environment for the minerals, or excuse me, the crystals that you are talking about to grow. It's a great location to show this here in Lancaster County. Okay, this is why I came to 40 Acre Rock Heritage Preserve, to see this fracturing. This is going to explain how the crystals grow. So let me get them over there and seated. I don't know if I can make them this sharp hill. I videoed earlier, you're going to see my beard. So this is like the 3rd video, so I hope you get all of me. That's a lot of me to get in there, and quit laughing and quit looking at my belly. Hello there. I know. You know, I don't know what happened. Every time this year, I'm bald-headed most of the time, clean shaven. I woke up this morning looking like this. Go figure. Back to the crystal. But what I wanted to show you was the fracturing. You see all this fracturing. And sometimes the fractures are this wide, sometimes they're much wider. And what happens is they get filled with a superheated thermal solution, heavy in silicon dioxide. That's what quartz is, silicon dioxide. All right. And it has a top layer, if you notice this crusty part. So this is a plate on top and a plate on the bottom. So you have the top plate, bottom plate, and over time, if they're given time to cool slowly, you get big crystals growing up to each other. Sometimes they can interlock. That's called dogtooth quartz. You see the individual crystals, but they're locked into each other. And sometimes there's enough space where they can grow and not be interfered with. That's what happened here, or excuse me, happened at Diamond Hill. So you have this top plate of quartz solution. You have a bottom in the middle of the crack. And in time, they were allowed to grow. These grew slower, much bigger. These grew cool quickly, excuse me. They cool quickly, these cool slowly. These cool quickly, much smaller. This is your druzy quartz. This is your smoky quartz. If it's purple, you're gonna have amethyst. If it's yellow, you have citrine, and you have other colors of quartz. But the bigger the crystal, the more time it had to cool. The smaller the crystal, it cooled quickly. So basically what you have is this is your boulder, or your pluton. Over time, you get the cracks. All right, here's the crack, this is the rock. And then in time, the solution comes in, if it's the right environment, and it cools, and you get a top plate and a bottom plate, and the crystals grow up. Now, if I was to mine this, if it had veins, which would be quartz veins, it'd be hard rock mining. But at Diamond Hill, being 400 million years ago, the granite turned to saprolite, which means the granite, here's a plate, and you got rock above. The granite deteriorated, it decomposed, it rotted. Rocks can actually rot through weather and erosion. It's chemical, it's called saprolite. So it left these veins with these crystals, top plate, bottom plate, covered in mud and clay, and inside is mud and clay. And when I took this plate off, I dug maybe 4 or 5 feet down, and I hit this plate, and I broke through it, and I took this one out, caked in clay, and then there's another one up underneath. I could pull it out as well, and I cleaned it off, and this is what I have. And it's amazing to pull something out of the ground that's been there for 400 million years, and you're the first one to see it. And the piece that you saw, or have at school, which I'm so excited you guys are still using, that was a very hard piece to get out, and I had to have 3 or 4 friends to help me dig it out. So we're gonna move on to show you what saprolite looks like, and then tomorrow we'll be at Diamond Hill, which is the original mine. And ho, 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 you never know, you better watch out. Oh, I can't get up. Quit laughing, quit looking at my belly. Well, this is why I came to 40 Acre Rock. This has the pluton, also has saprolite. And saprolite's a chemical weathering. So if you notice, I can break this rock with my hand. It's crazy to think that a rock will break. And actually, it's decomposing, rotting basically, but it's called a chemical weathering, called saprolite. And squirrel! Oh, I had one of them Doug moments, you know, from Up, you know, hi there, my name is Doug. I am very smart. You are a rock. Woof, I love you. Anyway, so here we go. So, pretty cool just to be here. Imagine the crystals. This is my vein right here. This is where I have a big fracture. I have saprolite above, saprolite below. This turns into mud. This turns into mud. My crystals are growing together. I have a space in the middle, that bug, kind of like Doug. Hi there. I have that bug in the middle, and they're growing. And over time, I come along 400 million years later today, and I'm digging out the mud and the clay, and I hit these plates. And when you break through the plates, you get the crystals. You have the upper layer, the bottom layer, and that's what you guys are writing about and get to see. So I will be at Diamond Hill tomorrow, and I appreciate you guys asking me to do this. I love to teach. I love sharing knowledge and getting out in South Carolina. I'm only an hour from Rock Hill, and you can come here too. No facilities. There's a waterfall at the bottom. I'll videotape that for you. 2 entrances, the Beaver Dam side and the Upper Rock side. I would come to the Upper Rock side and talk to your teachers. I can put out a little thing to show you kind of a map of where you want to go to. So, hi there, or is it ho, 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 you never know. So, appreciate it. Love you guys. Y'all have a great day. And good to be a wildcat again. Oh, at least you can't see my belly. And I actually got up. Well, now I'm at the bottom. I'm looking at the opposite draw side from where I was a minute ago. Behind me is the large exposure. Do not go in places like this. You see where the rocks fracture and stuff. That's ice wedging, so that's another mechanical weathering. The saprolite is chemical weathering. They've done a great job with all the graffiti here. Don't come here and put the graffiti. Nobody wants to see your name and such. They want to come here and saunter about. I like the word saunter, which means to idly stroll about an area. I don't like hiking as much because hiking sounds like you hiking. It makes you like a work. But when you saunter about, I enjoy sauntering. Well, as you notice, the waterfall is dry. It is warm here or dry here. And I'm taking a different trail back. I am sauntering my way back on a new trail just to learn the area. I think it was John Muir who coined that term. He didn't like the word hike, if you think about it. It is kind of a hard word to say, or with a purpose. When you saunter, you just leisurely move about. But it's good I came here. I wanted to show you 2 things. You know, it's a sandy path. So we're right there kind of in the sand hills. It's called the fall line, northeastern South Carolina, southwestern South Carolina. Follows the same orientation as the 5 regions. And it marks the area of the Piedmont to the plains and the sand hills. And you have all your rock-based material, Piedmont Mountains, And in the plains and stuff, that's all your erosion material. But I want to show you two things in particular, which is this, the sand, and this plant. Here's a plant called beautyberry. Makes a wonderful jam and a great jelly. And the leaves, you can make a salve, easy to do. You can rub on you as a mosquito repellent. But I love walking about and meandering about or sauntering about. And I have also just noticed in this area, when you get to the sandhill area, you're gonna find the longleaf pine cone region. This is the one that makes a great Christmas decoration. I've seen the size of pineapples, and you can make bird feeders out of them too. So a great little thing, just check out. Plenty down here in the parking area. Hope you guys visit and talk to you soon. And who knows, I might become the Sauntering Santa on the internet.